everyone, I'm Sandra, wine consultant and event planner for the Wine Library. And here we are at episode 3 of Wine Library's Food and Wine with me, Sandra. So in August, my family has an annual tradition of making our own homemade tomato sauce. It is quite the laborious process, an all-day event. We'll make around 200 jars to last us for the entire year. So this month's episode is based on none other than tomato sauce pairings. But before we get to the actual tasting part of the video, come take a behind-the-scenes peek at my family and me in action. So now that the hard work is over, let's get to the fun part and taste. In keeping with the whole tomato sauce theme, I have in front of me a simple yet classic dish, pasta and meatballs. I did some shopping in our fantastic gourmet department and I picked up La Madia Tagliatelle egg pasta, handcrafted artisan pasta. We have a really cool sauce that I'm kind of excited about. I wanted to tell you about Marky Ramone's pasta sauce. Yes, that Marky Ramone, drummer of the Ramones. Marky is a Brooklyn boy, a huge foodie, and he created the sauce with his grandfather, an Italian chef. I'm a musician, so I'm all about supporting musicians. I have to tell you, the sauce is really delicious. You have to check it out. Grated on top, I have what I feel is the best cheese in the whole world. Parmigiano Reggiano, which we carry in our gourmet department for an incredible price. And because I like to do a little 1-2 dunk and dip when I eat, pane pugliese, delivered fresh to our gourmet department every morning from New York. And Tom, is that not the most beautiful piece of bread you have ever seen?
Well, it helps if you're holding it.
Oh, thank you, Tom. There you go. All right, so let's get to the most important part, the wine pairings. Tomatoes are high in acid. Tomato sauces are high in acid. So you want a wine that's going to stand up to the flavors in your sauce, the herbs you're cooking with, the richness of your meat from the meatballs, and most important, that acid. The acid in tomatoes can burn through the wine, can make your wine appear flat and dull. So you want a wine with good acidic backbone that can compete and complement the tomato sauce. I happen to be a pretty firm believer that cuisines from a region pair best with wines from that region. So I chose today 3 Italian wines. Italian wines tend to be higher in acid than, let's say, American wines, which oftentimes make them a little difficult to drink on their own. However, when they're paired with food, they are magical. My first 2 reds are Sangiovese based. Sangiovese is the dominant grape in central Italy. Sangiovese produces wines that are high in acidity and have some nice tannin to them. So let's get started with wine number 1. 2010 Corpinetta Fontolpino Chianti Classico. I cannot tell you how many customers come in asking for a good Chianti to go with their pasta. Folks, here it is. Corpinetta Fontolpino is located in the heart of Tuscany, in the Montaperti region. Montaperti is known for producing rich, rustic, full-body, masculine Sangiovese. Corpinetta Fontolpino is run by a brother and sister team, Gioia and Filippo Cresti, and I've had the pleasure of meeting Gioia a couple years ago. She came in store for an event, and I have to tell you, she is the living definition of her namesake. Gioia, she is a complete joy, Tom, a complete joy. Gioia and Filippo believe in producing wines of the highest quality. Gioia handpicks the grapes. What you're getting in the bottle are grapes carefully selected by her. Here's the kicker. Here's the kicker statement. Are you ready? Only 40% of their total production is bottled and sold. If that's not a testament to the quality they're going for, I don't know what is. Do you know?
No.
No? No. So, this particular bottling is 100% organically grown Sangiovese. Let's get going with first a taste of the pasta. Oh my goodness, this looks so good. I kind of feel guilty right now, Tom, that you are not eating anything. But I will give you my leftovers at the end.
Wonderful.
Yeah, wonderful. This is kind of a big bite. The egg pasta is so light and fluffy. I could probably eat this in like 2 or 3 forkfuls. So good. All right, Chianti time. So on the nose here, I'm getting some dried cherries, a little bit of plum. You can definitely get that wood, that oak. What I love about this is the wine complements the pasta so beautifully. The food and the wine complement each other, and neither outshines the other. Even though this wine is high in acid, it still has this plush, velvety, nice mouthfeel to it. And I have to tell you, there's a lot of complexity here than most other Chiantis in this price point. 92 points rated, price point $19.98, but hold on. We included in your email a special promo code for you to use for the upcoming month of September to get this wine at a discounted rate. Check it out, take advantage of it. Why would you not? Final thoughts, Tom.
It's a lot of Chianti for the money. I mean, the tannins are very chewy. It's an awesome wine.
And it'll be perfect with the meatballs as well. I love it. Let's talk about wine number 2. 2007 Capanerici Brunello di Montalcino. Brunello di Montalcino is a DOCG in southern Tuscany, in the town of Montalcino. Brunello is the only DOCG that by law must be made with 100% Sangiovese grapes. So you're getting here the purest, the ultimate expression of Sangiovese. To me, that's what makes Brunellos so beautiful. Brunellos are made with Sangiovese Grosso, a deep, dark clone of the Sangiovese grape. As a matter of fact, locals refer to it as Brunello. So you're getting wine that is dense, that is dark, that is rich, intense tannins, and high in acidity. This particular winery, Capanerici, is run by another brother-sister team, Ferruccio and Ida Ricci. They believe in producing wines in that traditional Montalcinese way, yet with some modern technologies. I wanted to go with the 2007 vintage because 07 was a dry vintage, not a lot of rain, fairly warm temps. So you're getting wines that are ripe, that are lush, that are soft, that are incredibly aromatic, and most important, accessible. More accessible than the 2006 is. So, don't get me wrong, there's enough tannin, there's enough structure in here for this wine, for the 07s to cellar, to age. However, I'm finding them hard to resist them now. I'm going through my 07s like crazy with a little bit of decanting. So, I am going to go for a little Brunello with the meatball, with the pork, beef, and veal, Tom. All right, meatballs courtesy of Mama Lena. Thanks, Mom. The parsley, the Parmesan cheese, the 3 kinds of meat, so good. Let's go in for a sip of the wine. So I'm getting in here some ripe, juicy fruit, some little wild strawberry, a little bit of leather. The acidity in the wine works beautifully with the tomato sauce, and it has this nice, rich, savory quality to it that pairs beautifully with the meatball. I'm getting notes of blackberry, those typical Brunello notes, a little bit of cured meats, some leather, some spice. This is gorgeous. 93 points, wine enthusiasts. Price point $29.98. But again, check your email for a special promo code to get this wine at a discounted rate. Why would you pass up an awesome Brunello for under $30, a wine you could have in the upcoming months, holidays, gifts? Tom, any thoughts?
Yeah, if you're buying Brunello to drink when it's younger, 2007 is absolutely the right vintage to buy, and this is a great Brunello for that price.
Okay, let's get to the last wine, wine number 3. For this wine, I wanted to take a totally different approach and offer a completely different option. Because oftentimes in my sauce, I'll add in a little bit of spicy sausage or a little bit of braciole to kind of kick things up to the next level. So I wanted to offer another rich and rustic wine with some spice to it. So I have here 2008 Tenute Mater Domini Casilli Silice Salentino Reserva. Tom, I dare you to try saying that 3 times in a row. If we had time, I would totally make you do it on camera.
Then you can see me fail.
And then I would see you fail. Ooh. Okay. So Silice Salentino is a DOC in southeast Italy, in Puglia, in the heel of the boot. Silice Salentino is made up primarily with Negro Amaro, so this grape that has this dark chocolate earthy bitterness to it, hence the name Negro Amaro, and small percentages of Malvasia nera to kind of soften up those tannins. I love Silice Salentino. It's such a cool wine, such a unique area with a unique terroir. The area is wedged in between 2 seas, the Adriatic and the Ionian Sea, so you're getting these winds from both seas, paired with hot climate there. Again, unique terroir, unique terrain that produces tangy, flavorful wines with gorgeous, gorgeous minerality. Tenute Mater Domini is a fairly young winery. It started up in about 2003. This particular bottling is made up of 95% Negro Amaro and 5% Malvasia nera. So since I don't have my sausage and braciole here, I'm going to do a little smorgasbord of a bite, a little pasta and meatball at the same time, just to kind of kick up the experience right now. As soon as the camera turns off, I will inhale this in about 2 minutes. It is so, so good. Okay, let's get to the wine. Gorgeous color. Beautiful, beautiful nose. Blackberry, some chocolate, some herb. So much going on here. Dark fruits, ripe fruits, spicy herb, rocky, pruny. You know, there's notes in here that remind me of Amarone, that plum, that prune, with some decanting that will come out even more. Silice Salentino is a difficult wine to make. It's a difficult wine to get right. But when it is well made, it is out of this world. And this is Silice Salentino at its finest. Price point is $29.98, but let me tell you, this can easily pass for a $50+ bottle of wine, no question. I pair this wine with so many different foods: soppressata, cheese, white pizza with truffles and mushrooms, pasta and meatballs, chicken cacciatore, pork, the list goes on. Our wine director, Ian Doran, flipped for this wine when he first had it and rated it 95 points. You could check out his review on our website. And I cannot express to you enough how much I love this wine and how much I want you to taste this wine and experience something cool, something unique, a game-changing wine that will blow your mind away. Tom, do you concur?
I do. That wine's a rock star, and especially at that price point, we're lucky it's Negro Amaro. If it was any other Italian varietal, $50 or more. Right.
There you have it. On that note, it is time to wrap things up, but this has been another great episode of delicious food, amazing, amazing wine, with which makes me so incredibly happy right now. Tom, do you know what happens when I get incredibly happy?
What?
I have to break out and dance because every meal to me is a celebration, and I hope you make your meals a celebration as well. If you like any of the wines you saw today, order them online. Use the promo codes. Take advantage of them. Why would you not want to? Stop in our gourmet department. Pick up any of the products you saw. Be sure to look out for episode 4 coming out next month. In the meantime, Tom, grab your glass and let's take this out Napoletano style. Gup, gup, gup. A basha, basha, bash. A costa, costa, cost. A saluda nost.